as I had alluded to just a moment ago, there are two different ways to go about installing plugins into your WordPress blog. One method is to download them directly from that plugin directory that you and I were just looking at. The problem there, though, is that you'll have to download all the files, take the plugin files, upload them into your WordPress site, and you have to put them in a very specific plugin folder, and then you have to go about activating them. So it's a little bit more hands-on, which I guess isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a little bit more involved. Or what you can do is you can have WordPress perform an auto installation, an automatic installation of your plugin. And that's what I'm going to show you here. And I'm going to install a few plugins here with you so you really get a feel for how this is going to work. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to head into my plugins menu here on the left-hand side. So I'll just expand that plugin menu, and I'm going to go and choose Add New. So into Plugins and then Add New. Inside this screen here, by the way, a quick side note, I keep getting that Akismet warning there. I didn't go and get that API key. If you did, then you won't see this yellow warning. But for the rest of the time here together, I'm going to have this Akismet warning up at the top, but that's okay. All right, so how do we go about installing our plugins? Well, what I can do is I can perform a search for a plugin if I want. And this is going to search that WordPress plugin directory that you and I were just looking at. Or what I can do is I can use the tag cloud here. So once again, maybe I want to search for plugins that are going to help me with my photos, or maybe with my social media, or maybe with video, right? Let's give this a try. I'm going to click on video. And what should happen here? Oh, we got an unknown error. That's really too bad. Okay, let me see if I can back up here. I want to try and get some search results here for you. Okay, let me try something else. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try, let's see here, I'll try Twitter. Hope I don't get an error here again. There might be something, there we go, that's what I was after. Okay, so we're going to get this list of search results, and we've got all kinds of stuff in here. Twitter Digest. And I would read up on it. This plugin uses the pseudo-cron facility available to WordPress to publish a daily or weekly post of tweets from the previous day. Well, that sounds kind of neat. So I might give that guy a try, maybe. Scroll down. WordPress Greet Box. This plugin lets you show a different greeting message for your new visitors depending on their refer URL. That's kind of cool. So, for example, when a Dig user clicks through from Dig, they'll see a message reminding them to dig your post. That's really cool. I've never seen that one before. I might have to give that one a try. Anyway, you get the idea here. There's the ratings. And then over on the right-hand side, we have install. Now, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go back to search here up at the top, that little search link there. And there's a specific plugin that I want to look for. So I'm going to click inside the search field here, and I'm going to search for all-in-one SEO. That was one that we saw earlier, right? And I'll click on Search Plugins. Hopefully we won't get any errors here. Okay, great. There's our first result, all-in-one SEO pack. That's the guy that we're after. Optimizes your WordPress blog for search engines. Perfect. Now you can scroll through some of these results though, of course, but I'm going to go and install this guy. So over on the right-hand side, go ahead and click on Install. We're going to get this install screen coming up. This is very similar to what you and I just saw on the WordPress.org site, right? So we have the description tab. I can read through this if I want. I can see the ratings. I can see all that extra info. I can read up on the installation, the FAQs there, but instead I'm going to click on Install Now. This is the auto installation I was telling you about. So we just kind of kick back and wait for WordPress to do its thing. So we can read through the progress here. Downloading install package, unpacking, installing, successfully installed. Let's go in. Well, you know what? I was going to click on Activate Plugin, but check this out. Underneath Plugins there on the left, click on Installed. Okay, there's Akismet. There's Hello Dolly. There's All-in-One SEO Pack. Notice that the deactivated plugins appear in gray and the activated plugins appear in white. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Activate for this fellow. Okay, now, as you can see, the glaring red message at the top here. The All-in-One SEO Pack must be configured. Go to the admin page to enable and configure the plugin. Now, I'm not going to get into this because this is very specific to this particular plugin, but you can certainly mess around with this if you want. I just wanted to show you how to install a plugin and activate it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to deactivate this guy. And let's go and grab one more plugin here. So once again, over on the left-hand side, underneath plugins, I'm going to go and click on Add New. And I'm going to do a search here for WP Super Cache. Kind of sounds like a game show, doesn't it? Anyway, click on search plugins, and we'll see our results here. WP Super Cache. Okay, great. Click on install. Kind of feel like going on a game show now. Anyway, there we are. Same process, right? Install now. This is really like the hands-off way to install your plugins, right? This is super easy stuff. There's our progress there. Now, this time you might want to click on Activate Plugin from this screen, or you can go back to your install screen there and activate it there. Really, it's the same thing. It doesn't really make a difference where you do it. Okay. Now, WP Super Cache is disabled. Please go to your plugin page to enable caching. So I would follow that link through, and then look at this. I've got to go and configure all this. So WP Super Cache status, I've got to turn this guy on. You can read through all this and learn exactly about how it works. This is cool, too. I mean, this is all free, right? People are developing this, and they're spending their time creating all these plugins, so it's always nice to throw them a little super cache their way, right? All right. Anyway, that's the idea here. I'm going to go ahead and click on Update Status. That's really the idea here. Every plugin is unique. Every plugin has its own admin interface, like the WP Super Cache here. And hopefully I've really given you at least a peek into the world of WordPress plugins.